Hammer game. Come on. What did you say?
I said hammer game.
You said hammer game? Hammer game. Cause we always hit the nail on the head. All right, so let's talk Amari Carter. Amari Carter. You gotta stop it, bro. You really gotta stop it, man. They gotta teach you. I'm being serious. They gotta teach you how to tackle. They gotta teach you how to tackle. You is in the wrong era right now. You in the wrong era. I think you should have been born maybe 20 years ago, 30 years ago, when all this kind of tackling was okay, when nobody said anything about this.
Is on autumn Saturdays when the Bulldogs do battle. There have been many great moments, many.
But you gotta learn, man. You acting like can't get right now. You acting like every week you lowering your head, you lowering your shoulders. You're doing too much, bruh. You're doing too much. If a dude is tackled and is on the ground, it's over with. You don't need to be a part of that, man.
Okay.
Let it go. Let it go.
Let it go. Let it go.
Seriously, Amari Carter, stop it. Stop it. You got to learn how to tackle, bro. Seriously. Come on, man. I got to be real here. I'm a Amari Carter fan. But the targeting got to stop, bro. We got to get that out first. The targeting got to stop. You got to quit that shit. They got to get you one-on-one in practice, one-on-one by yourself, and teach you how to tackle all over again. Because your methods is not working. Your methods is not working. At the pivotal times in the games where we're going to need you, you're going to be on the sideline. Come on, Mari. Come on, man. Get it together, bro. Get it together. I got faith in you. Get it together. Listen, it's 19. 19 points. Virginia had 14. It's a 5-point win. It is what it is, but it's a win. It's a win. Take it. Now, De'Aaron King had a hell of a night. We got to give credit where it's due. De'Aaron King went 21 for 30 for 322 yards, averaging like 10 yards a catch. 1 touchdown. Come on, man. With a quarterback rating of 76.9. We got to give King credit. This game, he was on point, throwing the ball. Coming out from the beginning, 2 passes, 2 for 2 for a touchdown. That was a quick touchdown. Now, we did have some issues in the run game. It seems like we've been having these issues for quite a couple weeks now. But Don Chaney led the way with 10 carries, 43 yards, and a touchdown. One of his runs was for 14 yards. That was the biggest run we had of the night. I mean, Jalen Knight also had 12 carries for 37 yards. He also had a big run for 12 yards. And Cameron Harris, 8 carries for 8 yards. That's why I said last night in my video, Cameron Harris, we're going to need you to step it up a little bit. You know, it is what it is. But the teams we've been playing, defense, Russian defense, has been on par. So you got to keep that in mind too. And we can't forget De'Aaron King also had 14 rushes for 28 yards. One of his biggest runs was for 19 yards, which was clutch, by the way.
It's my quarterback.
Now, rushing-wise for Virginia, altogether they had 185 yards. 85 yards. 185 yards. As you seen, their quarterback, they have about 3 different quarterbacks playing. I think 2 of them was designated runners, if you ask me. But, Miami held them to 185 yards. Miami only had 122 altogether, but 322-yard passing for Miami, only 181 passing yards for Virginia. So Miami got it done. They had more rushing yards than us, but we killed them in the passing. Speaking of passing, Mike Harley. Oh my God, Mike Harley had a hell of a night. 10 catches, 170 yards. One of his longest catches was for 43 yards and a touchdown. Man, love it. Great game, Harley. You stepped up tonight. We've been asking and you listening. Will Mallory, 2 catches, 58 yards. One of his biggest run was for 32 yards coming straight out the gun. Then Mark Pope, 3 catches, 48 yards. One of his biggest was for 38. We've been having some crazy catches all night. Some of them was reviewed. One of them was not. Probably would have been ruled not a catch, but it is what it is. Now, D. Wiggins also had 3 catches for 36 yards. One of his biggest was for 26. So we was getting the big plays out of our receivers tonight. What more can you ask for? Now, I know we wanted a bigger score. We wanted a bigger win. But we will take it. We will take it. Because right now, I'm sure it would be a different conversation if we had lost this game. So we'll take this. A couple of the other guys, Marshall Few, he had 1 catch for 6 yards. And Jeremiah Payton 1 catch for 5 yards. So we didn't really see much of the younger guys like we thought we would. I mean, like I said during the week, competition at wide receiver, but I thought the same group would have came out. I thought the fire underneath them would have, pushed them to play better, which it did. Turnover chain. Turnover chain only came out in this game 1 time, and it was like with 6 seconds left in the entire game.
Turnover chain, 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 turnover chain.
Quincy Roche got the fumble recovery. Game over. Miami wins it. Turnover chain. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see no highlights of the turnover chain, but it is what it is. There was a nail biter. This was a down to the end game, and Miami got the win. I'm happy. We 5-1. Moving on. Okay, so let's go on the defensive side of the ball. Jalen Phillips, 7 tackles, 3 solos. Now, right behind him with 6, you had Fearson. Bubba Bolden also had 5 tackles, 4 solos. Al Blades, 5, 2 solos. And Quincy Roche, 4 tackles, 3 solos. There's quite a few more, but I'm not going to go down the list. There's pretty much like almost everybody had a tackle, even the kicker, so. And speaking of kicker, Jose Borregales, unfortunately, is no longer perfect on the season, but he did go 2 for 3 when it comes to field goals.
Borregales has had 1 blocked. This one is true, however. He's still